we go. Found my position, let's hit the road.
Welcome back to another review. So this time we have the S.H.Monsterarts Godzilla vs. Kong-2021 version, and I have to say that my first impressions is that Kong was really small. I wasn't expecting Kong to be this small compared to Godzilla, and when I got to Godzilla, eventually he was really tall and much bigger. So anyways, Kong, I think I had the most fun with him from both out of Godzilla, and I think the articulation is really good. You can put him in so many poses. The overall sculpture and details on his body is really good. The only thing that I didn't notice is probably the face is a little bit off. I don't know if it's actually like the face expression or probably the lips. I'm guessing it has to do something with the lips or the eyebrows. It probably is the face expression, but there's something about his face that just seems a little bit off to me compared to the movie. Again, it could be just the smile, the way that it's like kind of looking sad or something like that, worried. But overall, the sculpture on this, the details is really good, and I don't think you can honestly complain about this figure. And for the size, it actually sizes up really well with Godzilla, hence why I said it was really small compared to Godzilla or other figures. I think it's about like 5 inches and something. Something that I didn't notice while I was taking my time to analyze him and get to my thoughts. I noticed while I was messing with him and the articulation, my hands started to feel weird, and I felt that Kong has a different texture around his body. This could be only on my figure, but honestly, when I looked at my fingers, they were all black, so apparently he is bleeding color, meaning that the color is obviously dropping and it's not 100% on this figure. So there is some bleeding on this figure, unfortunately, with color on mine, because I do end up with my fingers looking kind of brown and black, and that could only explain why the texture feels sort of sticky on this figure. That's because of the paint. Me personally, from Godzilla and Kong, I had the most fun with him with articulation. He's not that bad. I was expecting less from him, but honestly, he comes with more accessories and it's more worth it to me. So you do see already that I already applied different types of hands. So this one is to hold the battle axe or just the axe. This one is the more punching type of hands. So let me show you the accessories. So as you can see, Kong actually comes with quite some accessories. You see that he comes with the axe or the battle axe. You have an extra head for Kong, and then you have so many pairs of hands to switch between to have different poses, much like in a fighting type of pose, relax, you name it. So let me show you up close. Here you go. In total, I believe he comes with 6 accessories. So you do have an extra head. This one is in a more angry type of expression, battle ready type of expression. The details on the hair is a little bit different compared to the other head over there. The expression, the mouth is open. Unfortunately, this Kong doesn't have articulation where you open and close the mouth, and I can see why. And honestly, the thing that I really like about this well, the head sculptures on both is how well those eyes really look, and obviously that's behind it. But just look at the eyes. The eyes are really good. I like how they look realistic. The mouth is really detailed. So overall, they did a fantastic job. The only thing is that there's something about the head sculptures, as I said, that isn't 100% looking like Kong. But again, that's just my thoughts. Those pairs of hands, more like open type of hands to grab or something. So yeah, I mean, they look really well. The details on them are extremely awesome. And again, I feel the texture that I was telling you, that I feel like some type of sticky texture on this. So let me see if I can actually get them. I don't know, I feel like they're bleeding paint, your other pair of hands. So those are used to put Kong in a more like running type of pose when he walks on four legs or whatever, right? So that's what you typically use those for. This one, which is to switch to your other hand over there to grab the axe. This one would be placed right here. And I have to say that the axe, surprisingly, is really well. I like how you can tell there's like a bone type of color, and then it gets darker, like a dark type of brown. You see Godzilla skin right here, like these scales. It's really awesome. The overall sculpture of this, aka design, is really awesome, really accurate. The only disappointing part is the blue. Like really, S.H.Monsterarts, this blue is so lazy. Like the color on this is really ugly. It's not shiny. It's like a dark type of matte blue with a shiny, with a shiny silver on it. Like it doesn't make any sense. I understand what they were trying to do, but overall on paper this doesn't work. And just look at this, the color is not right. So overall right here you do have like a black type of paint for the dorsal plate, but on the other side it's like a white type of green with brown. Like yeah, that is ugly. It's not looking well. So the only down part on this that I would have to say is the colors on this axe are not really well done. They could have done better, and I'm sure later on they might do like a special color version where they add the glow effect type of lava, and then probably they might actually fix the color on this to make it look like the movie actually glowing. But honestly, with a nice customized effect, this could look much better. Overall design is really fantastic. Color is a downgrade. They could have done better. Let me show you. To switch heads, all you have to do is detach the head. Pretty simple as that. You grab your other head and you pretty much attach it on the ball joint. That's pretty much it. You do get a awesome type of Kong. I mean, this is the type of head that I would go with over this one because this one looks even more weird. So I prefer the roaring version or the battle ready type of pose. And yeah, this is just one of my favorites. And honestly, this Kong is really awesome. So you guys can see the overall details on it. It's really, really great. And just to tell you guys, the hair on both of them are different. They're not the same. If you notice the patterns, which humans are really well to pick up with their eyes, you can tell that the patterns on the hair look different. To me, this one looks much sharper. The hair is going on a different direction compared to this one. So you guys can see even at the bottom, this is painted a little bit different. This one right here, the one on the right, compared to this one, the beard looks a little bit different. So yeah, I think they could have done better, and I'm sure in the future they might add different heads and different poses. So that would be an awesome accessory. Let me show you. To add the axe, it's kind of difficult, and I think they could have added actually articulation, because sooner or later I feel like this is going to break. So this is how I do it. I typically just grab his hand and open it up and just place, oops, and Kong just fell, and just place the battle axe like that. And I noticed that my ball joint, this one, is typically loose on this hand. So let me know if you're having the same problem. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's how you do it. But I think they could have done better. I'm kind of afraid that over time the hand is going to break because you are bending it over and over. So I'm asking myself, how much longer can it go before it eventually breaks, you know? And you just pull it out. Now for articulation, Kong has a lot of movement. Again, the ball joints are loose. I mean, we all know that. This always happens with Monsterarts, so it's something that we're all used to. But yeah, you do have nice movement right here. On the arms, shoulders, this can kind of move. It can go in and out. Now for the chest area, you do have all sorts of movements. Now it's kind of tricky because this part, you guys can see this area gets typically stuck right here, so that blocks some type of movement, as you see. But overall, the articulation on Kong, I noticed that it's more fun. You can get him in more poses compared to Godzilla. So I'm having a blast with him. You guys can see how awesome it is. Part you can actually move it around if you want. This top part also goes up and down, side to side a little bit. The stomach, you guys can see it can go in and out, side to side a little bit. And the legs, that's how much movement you get. You can go this much backwards. And surprisingly, his feet actually have articulation. They can go in and out. And they can kick this much forwards. So yeah, you do have awesome movement, and the articulation on this is really, really awesome to get him in all sorts of poses and all of that. Now the head movement, as I said, there's no real articulation on the jaw, aka mouth, but you can look side to side, you can look sort of down, this much up. If you kick back, you can look all the way up like this, which is awesome, really, really awesome. You can even look even more backwards. Now forwards, you can obviously have him like this. So you get the point. It has decent amount of articulation. Now I noticed that the scars on this Kong particularly are not painted red. Maybe because this is not the battle damage scar Kong where you see the extra scars all over his chest. That could happen in the future, who knows, but overall I do find myself enjoying Kong even more than Godzilla. I think if you were to only have one pick between Kong and Godzilla, I would honestly go with Kong. He has more accessories, he has better articulation, the details on his face, the eyes are insane. I mean, just look at that. It is really insane. It's cheaper. This is why I would go over with Kong, because if you own a Godzilla 2019, you don't typically need, or you don't really need the Godzilla 2021. It's honestly the same, just with different colors. But as a collector and as a YouTuber, I have to pick up both of them to review them. So if I was to choose one between both, it would be Kong. The accessories are insane, the articulation and all of that. Enjoy the rest of the video. Drop me a like, subscribe to my channel, and let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you guys next time.